All right, now let's have some tips and tricks for quality management in the PMP exam. Remember that, first of all, quality is a mindset actually, and it is a process to be followed. And quality is different than grading. So quality is the characteristics that need to be present in a deliverable, whereas grading is the ranking actually between the products. Okay. In Agile, quality is actually customer centric. So, in each project, we're applying the necessary quality, or we're performing the quality that is actually requested by that client. However, in Waterfall, quality is generally process centric, which means regardless of who is the customer, we have the same process for quality that we apply on all projects. Okay. Regulations must be respected and complied with, on the opposite to standards, which are usually just some guidelines, to be followed, and they are like optional. Okay, so must. So regulations are a must. Okay, however, guidelines are optional. Okay, let me just underline this. Standards are just guidelines or optional guidelines. Let me put optional guidelines. Okay, so they are not really a must. Okay. So Kaizen is the same as Lean, which we saw in the Agile chapter. That's the same term, Kaizen, Japanese, Lean, English. That's the same term for continuous improvement, and that's continuous improvement is part of the quality management mindset. Okay, quality management plan in Waterfall is part of the project management plan. So it's one of those sub plans coming from those knowledge areas from PMBOK 6. Okay, if you would like to refer to PMBOK 6. All right. And in the quality management plan, we explain the quality processes and tools to be applied and used in the project. Okay. Now, it's very important to understand the difference between quality assurance and quality review. Quality assurance is a proactive process, okay, that takes place. Let me add it here, okay? Quality assurance is a proactive process that takes place during performing work, okay, in order to prevent defects, whereas quality control or quality review is a reactive, should I put it, process that includes inspection and testing. Okay, so let me read it fully. Okay, so quality assurance is a proactive process that takes place during performing work to prevent defects, whereas quality control or quality review, this is a reactive process that includes inspection and testing in order to detect defects after the work is completed. Okay, quality audits. So we talked about audits earlier. We said we can have audits in procurement, in risk. So also we can have audits in quality. So quality audits, that's to inspect the application or the correct application of the processes and its efficiency. All right. I mean, the efficiency of the process. Okay. That's called quality audits. Now, one of the one of the mindset points of PMI in relation to quality management in the project is, in case we have issues, defects, errors, bugs, okay, related to quality, what can we do? Definitely, what we can do is we need to analyze the root cause of such a problem or such an issue or a defect, etc. And we can have different root cause analysis techniques, okay, such as the Ishikawa diagram or the fishbone diagram, asking 5 times why diagram, etc. These are all root cause analysis tools, right? Also, PMI, encourages, to be conformant to the quality that was requested, but, to be conformant, that comes with a cost. So there is a cost of conformance that happens during the project in order to prevent bugs or errors. Okay, and that can be done through providing the adequate training to the team, having the proper documentation in place, and also doing some appraisals or some performance testing or some inspections. Okay. However, if we were not conformant to the quality, to the requested quality, that also will come with a cost, which is called cost of conformance. And this cost of non-conformance, it can be internal cost because of the rework we will do or the scrapping, etc. And that will be done through change requests, or also can be external cost because of the liabilities, like replacing the delivered the product, or through warranty, etc. Okay. Technical debt, that refers to delaying correcting the errors, and the longer it takes, the costlier it becomes. When there is a change request approved by the CCB, please implement it as it is. So, in case, remember something, we mentioned this in the first chapter of this coaching program. We mentioned that the sponsor and the steering committee, they are higher authority than you. So any change request that is approved by them, implemented as it is. Don't negotiate, don't discuss with them, don't review the change request, don't do anything other than implementing it as is. All right. What should you do as a project manager to ensure full compliance of quality requirements during the execution phase? Continually survey the quality of the deliverables. Now, you need to develop the habit, or PMI expects from you, expects that you will develop the habit of continually surveying the quality of the deliverables. Now, in order to ensure that you're fully compliant in terms of quality, involve the customer. Okay, so here I can add it actually. Continually survey the quality of the deliverables and involve the customer slash stakeholders. Okay, because they will help you, with their feedback. Yeah, in case of non-compliance, in case it turned out that we're not compliant with the quality, with the request quality, then again you need to find the root cause of that non-compliance and then fix it. That can include a change request and then review or update the process later on. So usually for this bullet here, the kind of questions that you will have in the PMP exam are the questions that ask you what should you do next or first, next or first. Okay. Here PMI will try to test your knowledge about the steps in the process in case of non-compliance. Remember, non-compliance, that's a process. Then there are certain steps to be taken, okay? And then the kind of questions you will have here is, what will you do next or first? So depending on where you are in that situation, remember, this is the process. Finding the root cause, fixing it, and then review, update the process. Don't review, update the process first. Fix the issue, find out the root cause of the issue, fix it, and then you review, update the process. Okay, because you need first to fix the problem and then you update the process. In Agile, we can use the retrospective meetings to better understand the root cause of the quality problems. Okay, and then put together a plan with the team to address the problems. Okay, so please, guys, remember these tips and tricks. All right. And here actually, yeah, here actually, yeah, mm, record. Let me just add something. Oh, record in an issue log. And record an issue log, find the root cause, fix it, then review and update the process. Yeah, that should be more complete, right? Okay, good. So these are the tips and tricks on how to answer questions in the PMP exam related to quality. But guys, remember something very important. Very, very, very important. Now, a lot of questions in the PMP exam, actually, they talk about several knowledge areas or several topics at the same time. So actually, you can have a question in the PMP exam that talks about a quality issue, quality management, so generally quality management, resource management, and schedule management at the same time. Now, you will be wondering, so how would I be able to answer? No, you figure it out based on the answers because, once you read the scenario, then the question, after the scenario, there is usually the question and there are the possible answers. Okay, so from the question, you will know what does it want you to focus on so you can pick the right answer. So please remember this tip and don't forget it. Okay, so let's put this in a separate recording.